So next, we'll discuss the potential loss of intellectual property and how you can avoid it. Before we go over how to avoid it, one important note: what is intellectual property? So there are trademarks, which are used to identify your brand. So these are things like Tide for laundry detergent, or Nike for shoes, and various other things they sell. A copyright: this is an artistic creation. So it's something that you would create that you intend on using for your business. So this presentation here, you could have a copyright for that. You could have a copyright for the text on your website, the marketing material that you produce and use in your business. And then a patent. A patent is an invention. So this would be a machine, a process, a composition, something that is valuable that you want to restrict others from using and creating. You can file a patent for that. So all of these are examples of intellectual property. There are various filing requirements for each of these items, and it would be best for you to consult with your legal counsel before deciding which route is the best for your particular product. Now that we have a general understanding of what intellectual property is, let's see how to avoid the loss of it. Let's say you hire a contractor, and the contractor is going to provide graphics for you, create graphics, create video, and you have a verbal agreement for them to create these graphics, create the video for $250. Let's say it's just a freelancer who wants a resume builder. There's no written agreement in place. You simply just ask them to create the graphics, $250. They do the job. They get it done. Who owns that work? Well, you might be surprised to find out that actually it's the contractor who owns the right to reproduce that work. Since you only have a verbal agreement, you have likely an implied license to use the work, but not the right to reproduce and to resell that work. So at some point in the future, you may have to go back to this contractor if you don't have a written agreement, a work for hire agreement with assignment of property rights. You might have to go back to that contractor if you ever try to sell your business or you ever try to license the work that they have created. And I assure you, if you go back to that contractor in the future that you paid $250 years ago and you ask them to sign an assignment, transfer of ownership rights, it would probably be pretty expensive if they find out you're doing it because you want to sell your company.